Talk about the area here. I mean, it's obviously it's surrounded by mountains, and it's higher altitude, I think, than where I'm at by Fort Carson.
Right as we stand here or sit here, it's 6,000 feet,
okay.
And it will go as high as 20,000 feet in some of the passes as you work your way north into the valley. So this is it's a cul-de-sac, if you will, that is at the Lions Gate to the south of us. It's fairly easy to keep the unwanted out, and they have. Be it the Soviets, as Bill alluded to, the 9 times they stopped the Soviet offense, and also the Taliban. And the Taliban have not forgotten that, and the people are resolved here in this valley to ensure they remain safe. And it's wonderful terrain, not if you're in a Soviet tank, as you will see them littered up this valley. In fact, right behind us, just to our north, there's a little draw, and it's the expression, the graveyard of an empire. We have a part of it right there. There's a BMP-2 sitting there with just Soviet helmets, just tons and tons of discarded equipment as they left their valley in a hurry. So yeah, it's a fascinating place, a mysterious place, a beautiful place, and I'm every day I can't believe I won the Afghanistan lottery being here.
That's great. Talk about some of the individual projects, whichever one you want to do. I'll take turns.
Yeah,
some of the projects you're working on. Maybe some that have been completed. Is there a road projects? Or?
Well, the main project we're working on is the road. And this is a good example of civil-military cooperation, because the first segment of the road going through the southern districts up into the center, towards the center of the province, was built by USAID. And in recent years, it's the military which has been building the road further up the valley. And that highway's made a huge difference in the lives of people, cut down by hours the amount of time it takes them to get to a good hospital further south, or to bring their goods to market, or to send their kids to school. So it's really transformed the life of this valley. So that's probably the major project we're working on. I'd say the second most important thing we're doing is helping them to transform their agriculture, to take it from subsistence, which is where many of the Panjshiris traditionally have lived, just on the edge, to helping them build the base for a commercial agriculture which can provide jobs and income. We're also helped build a lot of the infrastructure, not just roads, but schools, clinics, a number of the government buildings that have been completed here. Includes things as basic as a radio station, which again is another example of civilian and military cooperation to build an FM radio station so the messages can get out, what the government's doing, how the government's helping them, and also what the PRT is doing. The Colonel also mentioned the work that we're doing here with the police. And because there is no significant Afghan National Army presence here, the burden of ensuring security on the official side depends on the police. Police have to carry that load. And so one of the main functions we've been doing through the embedded training teams and previous MP teams and other trainers, and through local, and through also through law enforcement professionals, civilians, Americans who have previously served as police officers in America, have come here to help train the Afghans so that they can provide the security and the justice, which is so important for the Afghans. And so that's a major project that we're working on. That's a major part of our effort.
Okay. Since this is on YouTube, we have a limited time that we can put segments. We're going to close this one and come back with part 2 and talk more with you about your PRT and the progress that's being made here. Okay? So once again, folks, this is Bob Calvert, your host on TalkingWithHeroes.com here at Fob Lion in Panjshir Province. We'll be back with more on part 2.